Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, this year's heavyweight MMA champion in adults versus toddlers division. Those toddlers can suck it. Doctor, you can suck it. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. You are too kind. You can suck it. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you once again from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck that is called Red Wolves Trample. So I found this over on the Aether Hub a few days ago. I don't have the info for it right now. And I played it. I loved it. I thought it was great. My problem is I kind of just passed by it because this deck is really just your standard hasty red burn deck, right? Hasty red burn. It's got all those same cards you're used to. They come out, they do their thing, you win. That's the end of it. It's boring, it's known, it's what it is. But this deck had 3 interesting cards put in there. Also, I think I might have messed around with the mana a little bit. It's Curse of Hospitality, Rending Flame, an Ill-Tempered Loner. So this is what makes it Wolves and Trample, because we got the Stormseeker and we got the Ill-Tempered Loner. Those guys are werewolves. They'll wolf out, apparently. And this guy is a 3/3 or potentially a 4/4. And whenever it is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. So, like, one of the things you can do is that you can shoot this guy with like Rending Flame, which does 5 points of damage to target creature, at which point then it'll convert it to any target. And that way you can then do 5 points of damage to the other player. Or it could block, and then whatever damage is dealt to it is dealt to the other player. So they got a big guy coming in, you could throw Ill-Tempered Loner in front of it, and then the player takes that damage. So this guy is a landmine, and he is really good, and it's difficult to deal with. Look, people just exile him or they destroy him or something. But anybody who's dealing with green or red is going to have a really hard time with Ill-Tempered Loner. Rending Flame, of course, does the 5 points of damage. Usually in these burn decks, you don't waste things that cost 3 mana, especially on a direct damage like this. But it will deal 5 points of damage. And if you're going up against a spirit, it'll do an additional 2 to the permanent's controller. And lastly, the Curse of Hospitality gives it that trample ability, which is you curse your opponent, at which point then all of your creatures have trample against their stuff. And whenever one of your creatures deals damage to that player, you get to draw a card off the top of their library, and you can play it, I think, this turn until the end of the turn, where you can spend any mana of any type to be able to play that thing. And I've gotten that to work before. In my tests, these 2 cards were fantastic and provided a way more interesting set to what this deck normally does. Because this deck comes out and you're pound. By the time you get to turn 5, you'd better have won, because other than that, you kind of run out of steam. But with Curse of Hospitality and Ill-Tempered Loner, you got a mid-game strategy. Now, you don't have a late-game strategy. If you get that long, you're pretty much toast. But yeah, these will kind of turn the tide at mid-game. So this gives you a whole nother layer to the red deck wins that we don't normally see. I think I put the Mishra's Foundries in here just because I think, a good manland, in case your guys get wiped out, manlands are lands. They sit in the back. They can't be killed generally. And they can usually only be, they can attack on your turn. So that means that unless they have instants, they can't really kill these things. And they're really decent for getting out there, blocking, attacking, getting those extra 2 points of damage in that people aren't expecting. All right, so that's the deck. It's going to be an aggressive attack with some potential mid-game help. Let's see if we can make it happen. All right, playing against Purrastroika. Keep. Let's go scry. Another land? Yep, that sounds like a good idea. 2/2 with haste. All attack. All right, 3 is going to get us in. Little Tenacious D action is dead. 2 more points. Leave the Lightning Strike open to clear the path some more. Another guy. Nope, he can't go out apparently. Not gonna do me good to do that. All right, we're just going in. 2 points at a time. There he is. And he's attacking again. Yeah, I'm gonna let this go. So I might want to use that just to shoot for the face. Ooh, that's not bad. It's not hasty though, but we'll deal with what I have to deal with there. Unfortunately, that's not damage being done. We just had to, what, sacrifice a creature? Not cool, man. Two on ones. I'm down to 6. Okay, if I'm going to kill that shadow, it's going to be immediately upon my next turn. Just need to kill one, the other one will get through. Down to 3. He doesn't want to not block at this point. Now he will. What you got to lose is potentially I can get a hasty guy out, come at you. Those destroyers are not doing me any favors. Down to 2. And I win. Victory! Our opponent against Rockstar. One, two. And we're going to keep it, even though everything is greater than 2. Kill that guy early, kill that guy often. Mono black again, huh? Alright, fine. I'll slow things down just so I could get the combo going a little bit. I know I can get the Bloodthirsty Adversary at, so this will make it come out as a 3-3 rather than a 2-2. Of course, we are going up against somebody that'll just have Death Touch, but you just gotta blow your way through those guys. Alright, I'm gonna Squee it. I'm gonna Squee. That's fantastic, actually, for a Squee situation. That's not so fantastic. Yep, come on, Rockstar. We can play, can't we? Another Squee. All attack. Give me a guy I can just sacrifice. That goblin didn't even have a name. He wants to block. I'll give you a lot of choices there, my friend. We got a lot of Bloodthirsty Adversaries. What do we got over here? Like I'll ever be able to get up to 5 mana, though. He's almost ran out of his... He's going to have his blocker here pretty quick. I think on his turn, it'll just be a 0-4. On my turn, I should say. What we got over there? All right. Is anything to get through? Nothing will get through. Let's put out a Bloodthirsty. I'll attack. Who do you want to give up your War Pig on? It's a war of attrition. Look, you gotta use your wall as a wall. You keep him back, you're gonna die. I need the mana so badly. Alright, so 5, which means I can't cast. I need 4 for it. So let's put another one of these guys out. They don't have the 5 mana, so we're all in. He's going to get 3 points of damage through. He's digging. Yeah, it's not going to help you at all. You don't have anything good going on, do you? All right, good. Good. You'll be able to block 2 of them. Yeah, as long as you'll do 1 point of damage. Victory! All right, playing against Zaluzaar. Zaluzaar. All right. 2 mana. That sucks, but everything is 2 mana, so I'll keep it. And here's Kumano. Boink. Right to the face. Alright, the flying chick. It's going to get my Kumano's blessing. I'll attack. I gotta start laying out the guys he might want to die to. He's going to have some life gain in here, and that's not good for red decks. Okay, we're just gonna plow through here. All attack. Pick your poison. They're both equally dumb. That guy's got a big old butt, doesn't he? He's gonna keep us held back for a while there. Choose one. Yeah, this guy sounds cool. If I can play. See, these guys, I don't like the fact that they're legendary creatures. 2 3s aren't going to do me too good. Let's Reckless Stormseeker this. Give that guy the extra juice. See, that's still not going to do any good. See, Adelin's got too big of a butt. I don't have any of my direct damage right now. There's all creatures across the board. It was a crazy setup. How much have I got there? I got to play with fire. I got lightning strikes. I really wish I could get a... Where's the guy I really want? Rending Flame. That's what I want. Or, well, put that guy out. Put this guy out. And we'll send in the chick. There we go. Looks like that thing's going to start passing out lifelink pretty soon. That's going to be flying. Flying lifelink is not our friend. Alright, we just gotta go goblin on this thing. Yeah, cool, alright. Let's go to town. I'll go for the land because I can actually play it. Oh, I could have used it on my next turn. Oh, that's too bad. Yeah, because I could have used the other werewolf. That would have been awesome. I was thinking I'd have to pay it on the turn that I get it. All right, so he can be back up to 8. That's not good. Put out the ill-tempered. And he's not alive anymore, is he? All right, we win. Winner, winner. Victory dinner. All right, playing against YUTAKAHARA. YUTAKAHARA. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, Rending Flames. Okay, this is looking good. There's a guy. He will not block because that Golod Reader is the engine that keeps his deck moving. Which means I gotta waste a Rending Flame on it. Maybe I don't. All right, I got him down to 12. My guess is we're going to see, what is it, that Cat Paladin that puts out all the trillion, that makes your tokens be super pumped. Create a citizen. And another citizen. Stand in front of my warriors, citizens. You can kill 2. Or 1, I should say. All right, so I'm up to 5. We are going to go ahead and kill that guy. Get ourselves out of Feldon. All attack. Down to 10. Okay, I could take out Wandering Emperor by doing this. I'll attack straight there. I got there 4. That's cool. I was thinking he was going to jump in front of Squee to kill it. That is unexpected. Temper Motor. All attack. So the question is, should I put it on him or should I put it on the Gala Greeter? Guess who's back? All right, let's go ahead and haste it up. All attack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Down to 3. That's a sucker punch right there. That's a sucker punch. Touchdown, Lava Bears. All right, playing against Mykol. 2, 3. Interesting lineup. All right, Swiftspear, straight up. Let's see, we got 2 singles, so let's just put out a Monastery Swiftspear and a Phoenix Chick. I'll attack. All right, this next attack is not going to be all that great for you, because these guys will get pumped. Oh, that sucks. All right, 3. We're going to go for the Excavator. And I'm going to shoot, so that way we can get a little scry action going. All right. All right, we can do both of them. Let's just do that. Let's just plow. All right, so your singles are just going to have to double up in front. You can block one and kill another. Your choice. That's going to be hard to recover from, I think. You have to get at least 2 more guys out. You're going to get 1, definitely, if you only strike with 1 guy. Oh, there you go. You got it. Oh, wait. Phoenix Chicken kill. You have to kill Phoenix Chicken's turn. Wrong guy! Oh, but you're up to 3. Good for you. All right, here we go. Sucker punch to the face! Victory! All right, playing against CoolieG. And we'll Phoenix Chicken to start off with. And black, okay. I'm going to put out the Excavator. I'll in for 3. Lightning Strike, maybe? Look at that. It's a Lightning Strike. Alright, here's a Bloodthirsty Adversary. All in for 5. And all in for 5 again. Yeah, those guys for 3 are not that intimidating. You can pump it up by 1. Nope. All attack. I hope he pumps by 1, blocks with the shadow. Now play with fire. Fire! That worked out even better than I thought. Alright, I don't know how he gets bound from this. Could wipe the board potentially, or he could just give up. Victory! Alright, so here we are with Red Wolves Trample. And, you know, I like this deck because, of course, it's just your standard red deck, you know, hasty red deck. But it had some interesting things in it. The Ill-Tempered Loner, the Curse of Hospitality, the Rending Flame, you know, your expensive stuff. And I played it, and I saw those things come into effect a bunch of times in my tests of this deck. And I thought it made this deck thrilling and unique. And it did a really good job of adding an extra layer of interest to a relatively, you know, time-worn meta champion at this point. Now the problem is that in all the videos I recorded today, the lesser cards, everything in these 3 columns here pretty much, have come out and just dominated. So we didn't really get a chance to see Ill-Tempered Loner and Curse of Hospitality really provide the value that they provide. We got to see Rending Flame do some cool stuff because it does 5 points of damage, which, you know, usually you're just throwing around 2s and 3s. Maybe if you got something big, you got to double up on them or something. Rending Flame's got some beef to it. It's got a little bit of heat. So yeah, it's cool. I mean, other than that, you're just playing with the regular, you know, red stuff. Ronom's kind of interesting. I never quite figured out how he worked. Sometimes he seems, it's like whenever he is dealt damage, exile that many cards on top of your library. Choose one of them until the end of your next turn. You may play until your next turn. Yeah. And sometimes he seems like he's gone, and I see. It's just he has to be dealt damage is the deal. And a lot of times people are either just destroying it or exiling it, in which case he doesn't do anything. So I just didn't really understand how this guy was supposed to work. Being that he's a legend, he kind of gets in his own way because you got like a bunch of them in your hand. There's 4. And then the problem is that, oh, okay, guess what? I can't, if people were smart, they just leave him out there because he gets in his own way, and his own real ability is when he dies. So yeah, that's the thing. If you see a Feldon, just leave him out there. When he's on the board, he's not really much of a threat. He's just a hasty 2/2. All right, so let's talk about this rated up. The deal is this deck competitive? Yes, it's competitive. We all have seen this a billion times. Mono red, competitive. The second thing, is this deck fun? Unfortunately, yes. I mean, from a Dr. Suckit perspective, all of this stuff is super fun. Hasty dudes racing out, getting in when people aren't prepared, blowing away things. We play with fire and lightning strike. And if it happens to be too big and you got the 3 mana, Rending Flame, right? Pulling Squee back from the graveyard. Oh man, that is so good. Is the deck interesting? And that's the thing, is that this deck is traditionally not interesting. We've seen it a billion times. But Curse of Hospitality and Ill-Tempered Loner do make it an interesting deck. Reason why is because this guy, whenever he's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target, and you can pump him out, and he also wolfs out, which is part of that whole red wolf trample, because we got this guy's a wolf, that guy's a wolf. There's actually, I think, another red wolf we could put in here as well. Lastly, this Curse of Hospitality gives you put it against your opponent, at which point all your creatures then have trample when going up against your opponent's creatures. And for whenever a creature deals damage to that opponent, then you get to exile the top card of the library, and you can play it if you have the mana to do so. So, yeah, I mean, I've played other people's cards. That's what's interesting about this deck. Curse of Hospitality really adds another layer to this deck. And I'm sorry I wasn't able to show it today because it can be really, really, really good. All right, so yeah, that gives this, adding it all up, it gives this deck an A+ rating. And it's, like I said, these 2 cards make this deck not boring. So if you do like red deck, and you like I say, mono red hasty, and you're looking for something with a little additional punch, this deck is the way to go. If you decide to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun as I did. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the underground secret headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes.